Good morning, guys. So I was deciding if I was gonna come on or not. First of all, I want to give God thanks and all the glory for waking me up this morning. But also, I'm here in Grenada, so I came live in Grenada. To you guys, there's a lot happening in the market right now. You already know I don't normally trade the first 15 minutes of the market. Let the market settle, let the contract settle before we get into anything. So, with that said, I'm gonna say this. This is not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes only. So with that, I'm gonna jump into my charts so you guys can see my charts. Um, a lot of the trades that I was looking at is basically all the setups, everything gap down. So everything gap down, that means that the contracts are gonna be shitty right now. The contracts are gonna be high. So you just have to wait. Okay. A lot of things are dropping, like I said. So you have Apple that dropped. You have Google that dropped. Um, so with that, let me go ahead and show you what Apple is looking like. Apple probably popped up. No, Apple is dropping.
Still.
Yeesh.
They're murdering
Yeesh. I'm on a weekly shit. I thought I was on a daily. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. So right here. So in a sense, guys, it's like the first 15 minutes, gotta wait till the contracts settle, at least, because the contracts are gonna be out of whack right now. You're talking about everything gap down. There's not one thing. The only thing that's on here that's gonna be green is SQQQ, which is up $5. That's crazy for the day. So apart from that, everything is gonna be dropping down. Good morning, Sherry. Um, I was trying to decide if I was gonna come on or not, but I already told you guys I'm coming live every day. Right now I'm in Grenada, so I'm trading live from Grenada. Connections might not be as strong as when I'm home, but we'll see. This is I'm going to watch. Contracts are high. Yeah, contracts are very high right now. So and some of the contracts they probably don't even release them till 15 minutes into the market. So I know for a fact, like um, what XOM, sometimes they don't release it until 15 minutes in, which is crazy because the market can go any direction, and if it's going in your direction, or if it gap down because you said, all right, I'm gonna buy puts for next week, the contract might be good, but then once it opens up, then no, you have to click on it. And trading is going to be different, right, for me. So normally I'm looking at the charts. My wife has another computer that she's looking at, the open up the contracts, looking directly what I'm saying, all right, we're going to jump into. But now we're using the phone, and the phone does not give actual real-time updates as much. So when you're on the computer, at least you could hit refresh and then it will give you the live updates. But with this, the phone is a little bit more challenging. So on the phone, it doesn't give you no prices at all. So you actually have to click on it. Let me see. We're in Google right now. So if I'm looking at Google calls, I would have to click on it, click trade options, buy open, and the price still ain't showing.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't showing nothing.
So select.
They might not even be able to trade right now.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, it's showing now.
So you have to go to the back of it. So now the call options on this is 5. Are we in this week's contract?
April 11th. Isn't that this week?
Yeah, so 5 like Google is never this much, okay? For a contract for this week. Google is never that much. So you could tell that if you go into like Robinhood, I still have my Robinhood hat. So if you go into Robinhood, it would actually tell you the IV of the contract. So implied volatility. So let me go to Google just to see right here. And all right, so the 144 calls are 525. Implied volatility 90%. So right now, that's high. Okay. A lot of these contracts are going to be high. So you got to be careful because one pullback can definitely hit you or hit your contracts really bad. Um, and Palantir is down to the ground right now. I'm looking to get back into Palantir though. Even Palantir. So Palantir, can you hear? So Palantir contracts are the same. Okay. So let's look at Apple because looking at Apple. Actually, let me look at this. Broadcom calls. Yeah, Broadcom, even Broadcom, AVGO, the contracts are stupid. So right now, because of so much volatility in the market, you're gonna see these contracts are a lot higher than normal. Okay. Um, yeah, the puts on Apple is 790. Yeah, 790 for puts for on Apple. The calls 790 for calls. So implied volatility is crazy out here in the streets. So let me see right here. Yeah, look at the implied volatility on Apple right now is 110%. So that shows you like, yo, um, that's like it's kind of like when you're playing earnings, okay? So it's kind of like when you're playing earnings, and with earnings, what happens is right before earnings, the implied volatility goes up because it could go in either direction. The thing though is, if it's not going in your direction, then you're gonna lose a lot of money fast. Okay? If it's going in your direction, you're not gonna make a lot of money fast. It might be slow because the price is priced in. So you got to be careful when you trade in like right now. You got to be careful when you trade in right now. I would say wait. Like right now, I'm waiting because let's look at even SPY. Let's see what SPY looks like. Now the Apple calls are up already, but they're not even up by much. Um, let's look at SPY. Today calls. Spy calls are $9. $1,000 for calls. This can't be right. 182%. 182%. Puts. Let's see for puts. The puts are not bad. Puts are not bad, but they know that because puts probably don't even go down. But the puts, shit, the puts are 133%. Okay, and then the spread is crazy on all these contracts. So what this shit is telling me is, yo, I need to enjoy my vacation, um, and not too much worried about playing the market right now because yeah, even though the market is going down and people are making money, you might feel like, yo, it's FOMO and you need to be in it as well. The thing is, it would have been great if you're in it on a swing trade. So if you was on a swing trade and you buy your contracts last week or the week before, then it probably would have been better. But because the market is falling and it's fallen so much, then it's gonna be a little bit different. Because all these contracts, let me take a look at. XOM.
You looking?
Yeah, I'm looking at XOM right now. XOM calls, 99 calls, 3 something. Big ass spread on those. Puts. Okay. So Apple is starting to drop again. I mean, the whole market will keep dropping. Now, SQQQ is a nice edge with SQQQ contracts. So, say for instance, typically SQQQ contracts are normally like under $1. So, let me look at SQQQ right now and see where their contracts are. $6.
Hmm.
Implied volatility 274%.
I'm sure you said yes. Enjoy your vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, right now with options is not, it's not the best thing to be trading right now as far as options. And some people will say, hey, you know what? There's money to be made either way. And people that are saying that they can't trade or whatnot. You're talking about risk factors. When you're going into a trade and you have implied volatility of 270%, 140%, those contracts are inflated. And again, the least little pullback, you'll be losing money. Now, on top of that, right, if you were trading futures or something like that where you're not getting hit with with time decay, then that will be different. If you're trading forex where you're not getting hit with time decay, then that's different. But you're talking about just by holding a contract, you're talking about you're losing money. Okay, going either way, up or down, because a little spike up, the contracts might not move as much. Okay, so one of the things that you have to look at is number one, today's Monday, right? So regardless, on Mondays, even if the market wasn't acting like this, on Mondays the contracts are going to be high. Okay, so you have to give it time to settle. Time to settle is going to be between 9:45 to 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock will be good. The contracts are now settled. Now, when you're talking about the market taking a significant drop, and then now you have implied volatility, this is like earnings on every single stock. Okay, so if you're playing, just know that play with caution or trade with caution, knowing that you have your risk management in place and you're not doing craziness. So if you see profit and you're comfortable with that profit, then you take that profit. But right now, yeah, market's still falling. SQQ is the only thing green. Like I said, SQQQ is the only thing that's green on my screen right now. That's coming down a little bit because that was up by $7. What's down $22? MA is down $21. Home Depot down $18. Man, Goldman Sachs down $27. Like cost down 37. Hold on, Baba is down. I thought Baba was at 130 something. Okay, so Baba gapped down significantly down here. Now, this is the thing. I'm gonna just show you one chart right now. Apple is down another How much percent today? 5% today. All right. So look at Apple. So let me show you something with Apple. Apple should push up. Okay. I'm going to say it. Apple should push up. It drops it significantly. Right now, we're going to have a 2-2 reversal if it break the 15-minute, which is a good look. So to the upside, I would say Apple would be a call. Not yet, but once it breaks this 15-minute. What you want to make sure is if you look at it, right? If you were saying Apple is going to go up in the beginning of the market, you would have got stuck, right? So Apple, you see Apple going up right here. You got in a call, and then guess what? Apple came back down. So now your contracts is at shit, or you lose a lot on your contract. So now when it comes back up here, even though it's above where you were at, you might be at break even, or you might still be down. Okay. So right now, the market is playing within this range. A break above the 15-minute will look good because a break above the 15-minute will put the 5-minute. This is a 5-minute right now. A break above the 15-minute will put you above VWAP right here, right? So you want a break and close above VWAP, and then the next 5-minute test VWAP and break this 5-minute candle. So we have a minute left. We want this to break above VWAP, break in the 15-minute. So breaking the 15-minute on the first 5 of the 15 would be good. Bam, right here, just like that. So we break candle. This will be a call, okay? We have less than a minute left in the 5, okay? So what we could see a little bit of like hesitation right in here for the next 1 minute. I would like to see a little bit of pop up like it's doing right now. Close, next 5 minute, there we go, pop up, close, and then the new 5 minute come in, come back down, test VWAP, and then break this 5 to go up. Okay, so that would be a good call right there. Um, Again, let me see what the contracts look like. Did the contract settle down a little bit? Okay, so there's happening right there. So new 5 minute is coming in. So right there, she's right on VWAP. So that's good. Want to create a wick at the bottom, pop up above here. So there we go. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit so you can see this. So here we go. So pop up like I mentioned, come back down on VWAP, settle on VWAP, a break of this, and we're gonna push up to 181.57. Okay, so Apple is a call right now. Target is 181.57.
What is it?
Target is 181.57. Apple calls. Now your stop loss will be right at the bottom. I don't even want the candle. I wouldn't want the 15-minute candle to turn red, but realistically, you're taking this off the 15-minute. So your stop loss should be the bottom of day low. Okay? That's your stop loss. Now, that's a huge drop. That's $5 drop. So if you want to keep your stop loss tighter, then you could keep your stop loss below VWAP. Okay? So if this candle comes up and then the 5-minute candle breaks, new 5-minute candle breaks, then you could get out. Okay, but in a sense, you're taking it off of a 15-minute breakout strategy. So the 15-minute breakout strategy is the first 15 minute, which is right here, right? A breakout is the break of the 15-minute high or low. So this broke the high, so you want to take it up, okay? Now on a strat, this is called a 2-2 reversal to the upside. So there's a lot of things which makes Apple calls look good to me. Number one, on the 15-minute, it's a breakout. On the strat level, it's a 2-2 reversal. You have a 2 down and a 2 up. It broke here. So this is a 2-2 reversal to the upside with target of 82.90, 82.84, right, are the top of this candle. Okay, it might not happen in this 15-minute, but the target should be up here. Okay, then you have a divergence on the 15-minute. So a divergence, price action, you have lower low on price action, and then on the oscillator, you have higher low on the oscillator. So right there, you have a divergence on the 15, a bullish divergence on the 15-minute. You have a 2-2 reversal to the upside on the 15-minute, and you have the breakout on the 15-minute to the upside. So that looks good for a call, right? And then this above VWAP, you want the next 5-minute come in, right? And we're gonna see probably a nice push to the upside in the next 5-minute candle. See, we already pushing up. Let me see these contracts, how much they're up from the time I said. All right. So for example, the 185 call, right now is 750, right? A few of the a few of them might already reverse. All right. So this is new 5-minute in. So what you want to do is a break below here, you could see the market come back down. A break below this 5-minute. So even if it pushed down, it could test VWAP right here. But what we're looking for a big push to come up here at 81.57. Let's see. I'm gonna keep Apple on that side. And then see what SPY looks like. Okay. So SPY also did the same thing, but SPY actually hit target. Okay. So SPY had a 2-2 reversal just like Apple did. So breakout strategy right here. SPY broke, right? SPY broke right there. So once it broke the high, target at that point was the top of this candle, which it hit target. Okay. So Apple is about to do the same thing right now. The market is pushing back up. SPY is pushing. was crazy. There's a lot of volatility in the market. You're talking about SPY moving $10 in the space of 15 minutes. SPY moving $10. Look. So from the bottom of this candle, which is right here, 82, 482. So 482.51 to the high, which is 492.42. That's a $12 move on SPY in 15 minutes. So there's a lot of volatility in the market, a lot of money you could make good. Again, it all comes down to risk management. Okay? All come down to risk management. So if you're properly managing your risk, then you should be fine. The contracts are going to be inflated. So we could see SPY potentially push up to 503. We have a lot of sell level right here that is coming into, but we could see SPY push up to 503. Right? Apple is approaching target right now. But we have heavy sell level right here for SPY. Yeah, I still have room. Once we break out of this, the next target will be at 500. Now, 500 is going to be the target again, guys, because why? 500 is a psych level. So we might see a push up to 500 and then a sell off again at 500, right? Apple, still right here. First target, like I said, is for Apple is going to be, where's my stuff at? First target for Apple is right here. That's the first target for Apple. All right, so this is a new 15-minute candle.
And broke.
So the new 15-minute candle on SPY already broke. So we're gonna see a major push on SPY. And then 15-minute broke on Apple. So we should see a push on Apple as well. So here we go. 15-minute crazy move on SPY. Huh? What, Apple? Yeah, it has a wick on it. It has a wick on it right there. All right, so target hit right here. What is that? 81.48. So I said target was 81.57. It hit 81.48.
Don't let it creep prop trade go right.
So again, see, we have a huge rejection right here. It's 10 o'clock market coming in. So we're going to have this drop. Now, if you didn't take profit up there, then by all means. Right now, your contracts probably went back to break even, or no, contracts are below right now. So this is why I'm saying, like, you have to be careful. Now it could come back down here, test VWAP. So in a sense, if you came out up here, right, A next place you could go back in is a test of the VWAP. But if you're jumping in at the VWAP, then you want to make sure that you have your stop loss tight because you're risking. So you're buying while it's falling. You don't know if it's gonna actually reverse that VWAP. Now, the best thing to do is if you're looking at this, you could say, all right, VWAP is right here. So you could have your line right there at VWAP, and then you go down to a 5 minute time frame. So when you have the 5 minute time frame, you could look at it and say, all right, where is the reversal from here? So this won't have a reversal in a sense unless it just pop back up and go straight up. Okay. Um, but this is close to VWAP. So VWAP normally changes once the time moves. So on the 15 minute, it might not show that it's hitting VWAP right now, but 2 candles from now, it could show that it come down and possibly touch VWAP or test VWAP. Okay. So right up here, I said was the first target. It went 10 cents from target. Okay. I called it from right here. So you're talking about $1.50 move. Is it $1.50 move? Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about $1.50 move. On options, that's good. But again, with the contracts, how the contracts are, you want to make sure that you're taking profit. Um, you're taking profit quickly. So if we go on a lower time frame, do we see anything happening on a lower time frame? This is still
Inside.
there's still thing right here. So right now we have 1:40 left in this 3 minute. So we're pushing back up. If we don't break right here and we have a 3-1, a break above this will go to the high target on here. The next target will be up here at 83.94. A break below, and then we could come down, test VWAP. So your targets, you have another target right here. Okay. All right, so we created a 3 on the, what is this, a 5 minute? Yeah, 5 minute. Okay. A push above this, and we're gonna see Apple push. So target just hit, first target just hit on Apple. So there we go, first target just hit on Apple. Contracts are up 10%. And that's crazy because $1.50 move gives you 10%. Last week, $1.50 move will give you like 20, 20, 30, sometimes even 40% on Apple, right? So right now, next target is gonna be 183.11. All right. But that's how it is, guys. You have to be patient with your trades and patient with what you're seeing on the charts. So right now we have another break. Let me make sure I'm okay. I'm off of this. So we have another break. Let me get off of SPY. So here we go. Actually, I like the body. So let me put that on the body. Body of that candle is right there. So 182, 182.89 is that right there. So first target on Apple hit, guys. Um, and then second target is approaching. So if you're looking right now, you see how it didn't come all the way down to VWAP, but come down to test and break back up. Like I said, with 2, 3 more candles, this would look like it touched VWAP. Okay, you have 7 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. You could see some crazy thing happen in the next 7 minutes here. Okay, couple candles are now turning, couple charts are now turning green. Amazon just turned green not too long ago. AVGO is now green. BAC is now green. Bank of America, MMM. So couple charts are now turning green. So right here at the first target right here, what we want to see is even if it break above it and hold above it, new candle come in, test that line right there, pop up, break this line, break this high, and just a continuation to the upside to the next target. So we have 28 seconds left in this candle. You want it to close above my target line. If not, it's okay. But what you don't want to see, you don't want to see a break of this candle. You don't want to see a break of this 5-minute candle. A break of this 5-minute candle could mean that we're going back down. Okay, so you want to see a continuation to the upside. Excuse me. So new 5-minute in. Again, look at that. Test this line. You want to see a break above it. Now we have a lot of sell pressure in this area. Quite a few sell pressure, but a break. So we have a break. Here we go. So the pop. So our next target is approaching 82.89. Here we go. 82.89. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Bam. Target hit. So second target hit. Okay? Second target hit. Approaching third target at 184. Approaching third target at 184. Approaching target. Getting close. Getting close. Bam. Third target hit, guys. So there you go. There you go. There you go. And we're still pushing. We're still pushing. We're still pushing. Still pushing on this. 185. Nice trade. Nice trade. Very nice trade. All right, guys, with that said, I'm out. I'm in Grenada right now. Don't want to spend too much time on the charts. Put a trailing stop in place. Let me see. We got 3 minutes left. All right, I'm gonna wait 3 minutes. Can't wait 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. Let's see where it's gonna look. If you look to the left, we have resistance right here. Look at that. So if you look to the left, this should be a pullback zone, right? Right there. The top of that, look where it hit. Look at that, right? It's respecting this area right here, okay? So remember, this is your last couple seconds, our last couple minutes of the 15-minute. So it could hit right here and reject and come back down. It's hitting right now, right? So we could see a pullback come down because we're in the last couple minutes of the candle, okay? So this is a nice take profit zone, okay? If you're in options, nice take profit zone. Can it push up? Yes, it could push up more. Just make sure that you have a trailing stop or you take some of your contracts off the table and then leave some to trail with, okay? But don't be greedy, okay? Do not be greedy. So with this, we still have that push going. Still have that push. There we go. There we go. Oh my. Oh my.
Still pushing?
Oh my.
I mean, with all the fall,
Oh my. Look at that. Look at that. Let me know if you're on the live and you made money today. Yeah, right? Right? Look at that. So we hitting that level right here. We have a sell level right at the top up here. That's a nice sell level. Um, man, that's another $2 push. It's another $3 push after breakout of right here. So guys, I mean, that trade was an amazing trade, guys. Amazing trade, amazing trade.
now that's how you start a Monday.
Here we go. Still look like we want to push. Still look like we want to push. Contracts are up 80%. Nice push again. Oh, we're moving. We're moving. 90% on the contracts. 90%. $95. 100% on the contracts. 100% on the contracts right now. 100% on the contracts right now, and we're still pushing on Apple. All right, I'm over my time, guys. Hey, go ahead, go enjoy your day. Like I said, I'm in Grenada right now. Put a trailing stop if you want to. Put a trailing stop if you want to. This is still pushing. We could see it. Oh, it's still pushing. We're still pushing. But all right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. That was a nice call out. That was a very nice call out. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy your day. See you back here tomorrow with good connections, of course. All right, so let me go ahead.
You know how to do it?